everyone, this is Krishanu here and welcome back to the FPL Enthusiast YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. In this video, I'll be talking about my team selection for Game Week 8 and my transfer plans. In goal, I have Sa from Wolves. Wolves play Aston Villa, possibly a clean sheet here for Sa. Villa has created only 8 big chances this season. They are in the bottom half of the table when it comes to attacking stats, except for their goal conversion rate, which is 12.2%, which is the 4th best this season for any team. In defense, I have Azpilicueta, Rudiger and Tierney. Azpilicueta and Rudiger are playing Brentford away this game week. I am pretty sure that Azpilicueta will start and there is a big chance for a clean sheet for him this week. Now Rudiger is currently flagged with an injury concern with a 75% chance of starting. Now the latest gossip states that according to Ben Dennery, who runs the Premier Injuries website and has a background in medicine, that Rudiger didn't feature in the second game in the international break as a precautionary measure and could possibly be available for the Brentford game. I will wait for the team news on Friday to get the final confirmation regarding his inclusion for the game against Brentford. The third defender is Tierney. Arsenal play Crystal Palace at home. Another great fixture for Tierney and Arsenal. In the last 4 fixtures, Arsenal has been the third best defensive team in terms of shots conceded on target. They have conceded only 10 shots on target in the last 4 game weeks. The only other teams better than them right now are Brighton and Manchester City. In comparison to their first 3 fixtures, they were the second worst defensive team. They have turned things around and I think they can keep this momentum going. I feel this week either all of my players get a clean sheet or none of them do by conceding the odd goal, but we'll see how it goes. The first midfielder is my captain for this game week. It's Salah, who plays Watford away. Salah is in great form and I don't think there is any other obvious pick this week for captaincy. Yes, he plays the first game of the game week and it means if he blanks, your game week is ruined, but I don't see that happening. Salah has a great record against Watford. He has played Watford 6 times and in those 6 games he scored 8 goals. He's assisted twice. Stats, form and fixtures are all in Salah's favour this week for captaincy. The second midfielder is Sarr against Liverpool. I was initially thinking of transferring him out this week for a City midfielder, but with 3 flags in my team, I think I need to stick with him for another game week. He plays Liverpool this game week and I don't see a return from him. It's probably going to be 2 points from him and I'll just have to take it. If the injury gods take flags away from Rudiger or my next player Jota, I'll definitely transfer him out. So Jota, another player I just wanted to hold for this game week against Watford. But he's injured. He's given a 75% chance of starting this game week. But I think he definitely will start. Klopp confirmed both Jota and Trent will resume normal training with the team on Thursday. I think this is a great game for Jota. Even if he gets 60 minutes, he might be able to get an attacking return in those 60 minutes. And I'll take it. He is a hold for this game week only if he's fit, and if he's not, he's definitely out. The fourth midfielder is Benrahma. All these injury flags have just ruined the whole transfer strategy I've had for weeks after I wildcarded. But nothing too much to worry about. This is FPL, things you don't expect will definitely happen. I don't know what to expect from West Ham in this game week. West Ham is more attacking than Everton, and Everton is more sound defensively when compared to West Ham. I somehow expect a 0-0 or a 1-0 in either team's favour this week. I hope Benrahma gets a return, but I won't be surprised if he doesn't. The last midfielder is another flag player, it's Rafinha, who plays Southampton away. Rafinha played against Uruguay today and he scored 2 goals. He was taken off at the 71st minute. Bielsa did state in The Athletic that the turnaround time for Rafinha is too short and he could potentially miss the game against Southampton if there is any chance of injury due to fatigue. Irrespective, I will definitely keep him in my team. The same thing happened after the last international break. He was flagged, but he started against Liverpool in game week 4. I see possible returns for him this game week if he starts. First attacker is my vice captain Ronaldo. He plays Leicester away. I think United will win this game. They are unbeaten in 28 consecutive away games and I think they will continue this streak. Ole rested Ronaldo against Everton in the last game, but I don't think he will make the same mistake again. I think there is a good chance that Ronaldo gets attacking returns this week, but I think Salah outscores him and that's why my captaincy armband will be on Salah. The second attacker is Antonio. He plays Everton away. The only reason I have Antonio in my team right now is because of his 46% ownership. Very high ownership and could damage my rank with a return if I don't keep him in my team. In all honesty, I wouldn't have him in my team if I was on my wildcard this week. I think he's lost his FPL appeal. There are a ton of players in the same or lower bracket that will definitely outscore him between game week 8 and game week 10. On my bench, I have 4 non-starting players in Steer, Street, Tanganga and Williams. The bench is still in shambles and with my transfer strategy, it will be this way at least till game week 11. So for my transfer plans, if Rafinha, Rudiger and Jota are all fit to start, I will transfer out Sarr and Benrahma for Foden and Saka. Both Foden and Saka have great run of fixtures between Game Week 8 and Game Week 10, and a City cover is kind of essential for these fixtures. As for Saka, I think he is the most creative player in Arsenal right now, and he could get quite a few attacking returns in the next 4 fixtures. If Rudiger and Jota are unfit to start, I will take out Jota and Tanganga and get in Diaz and Foden. Diaz is a nailed-on starter and Foden looks in great form currently. I want to keep Rudiger because if he's back next week, I want to have him between Game Week 9 and Game Week 13. Jota is the only player in my team who, if unfit, will definitely go out of the team. Jota and Sarr have the least amount of FPL appeal in my team right now, and I think it's time to ship them out. So what do you think about the transfer strategy? Which players are you bringing in and which players are you shipping out? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, go ahead and like the video if you enjoyed the content, and if you don't, still go ahead and like it. Let's try to get to that 2000 sub mark by the Game Week 15 deadline. Thank you everyone who has subscribed to the channel. Let's keep this momentum going. So that's it for this one. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the content, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and press that small bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload a video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon again.